Anthropic has an official playbook for Claude Code that most people have never even seen. There's 7 best practices. They're straight from the team who built Claude Code, and this is how they use it internally. And matter of fact, it's how they want you to use it too. I'm going to walk you through all 7 of these right here inside the Claude Code app. I'm going to show you exactly what each one looks like. Some of these completely changed how I use Claude Code, and number 5 is the one that I wish that someone told me when I first started using AI. So let's start with number 1. Give Claude a way to check its own work. Imagine hiring a contractor to build your house. You hand them the blueprints, then you leave, and then you come back a week later hoping that it looks right. That's what most people do when they work with Claude Code. They tell it what to build, and then they just walk away and they hope for the best. But what if you also handed them an inspection checklist? The doors need to be open, the windows need to be closed, the roof can't leak. Now they know what to do to check their own work before you even show up. And for me personally, I used to skip this every single time. I would tell Claude what to build, and I would hope that it just came out right. And guess what? It almost never did. You probably have that same experience. Then I started doing what Anthropic says is the single highest leverage thing that you can do. Don't just tell Claude what to build, tell it how to know when it's done. For example, instead of saying, build me a sign-up page, I type, build me a sign-up page with a name and an email field. Make sure the email field doesn't accept fake emails. When somebody signs up, show a message that says, you're in. Thank you for your email. And then when you're done, test it and show me a screenshot of what it looks like. Claude isn't just building something that it thinks it should build, it's checking itself. And if something doesn't look right, it fixes it without me having to say, hey, that's not right. Which brings us to number 2, look at a map before you drive. Think about driving somewhere that you've never been before. You wouldn't just hop in the car, start driving, and hope that you get to the right place. You'd probably pull up maps on your phone or GPS on your phone and make sure that you had the right route, and then you would go. That's what plan mode is. And Anthropic's playbook breaks it down into 3 simple steps. Step 1, you're just going to tell Claude what you want to build and then switch to plan mode. From there, you can describe your idea and Claude's going to explore your project. It's going to read your files. It's going to figure out what already exists before it does anything. And that takes us to number 2, plan, where Claude is going to write everything out it's going to do before it does it. It's going to plan out what files it's going to create, what order it needs to create them, and how they're all connected before going to step number 3, which is build. So you take a look at the plan, you approve the plan, and then you switch out of plan mode and then let Claude build. Now, if you have something small and simple, you probably could skip this step, but anything bigger, you're going to want to plan it out first, which takes us to recommendation number 3 of the playbook, order the salmon. At least that's what I call it. So this is like ordering from a restaurant, right? You sit down, the waiter comes over, and you say, give me something good. Well, the waiter doesn't know what you want. They're just guessing. And when the food comes out, you're probably going to send it back because you didn't order a roasted duck or whatever food came out. But if you say something like, I'll have the salmon cooked medium with lemon sauce on the side, the kitchen knows exactly what you want. They know exactly what to make. And the same thing goes for Claude Code. The more specific you are, the fewer times you have to correct Claude Code. So if you said something like, make my website better, well, Claude is going to guess, right? Better how? You want it faster? Do you want it prettier? Do you want more pages? But if you said something like, change the home screen header to blue and make the text bigger and add a button that says, get started, well, Claude knows exactly what to do then. There's just one prompt. There's no back and forth. And one trick from the playbook that I've just started using is using the @ symbol to point Claude directly to a file folder. So if you type the @ symbol and then file name, Claude reads that before it does anything, which is like handing the waiter the menu and then pointing at exactly what you want. The more you give it, the better result you're going to have. Which takes us to blueprint suggestion number 4, give Claude an employee handbook. I want you to think of Claude like a new hire at your work. Day 1, it knows nothing about how you like things done, right? It doesn't know your style, doesn't know your preferences or how your project needs to be set up. It's all just guessing without instruction. But what if you could give it a handbook on day 1 and then never have to explain anything ever again? That's what /init does. So it scans your project and it creates a file folder called CLAUDE.md, which you can look at that file like Claude's employee handbook. From that point on, anytime that you open up this particular project, Claude already knows exactly how you like things done. Now you can edit this file yourself. You can add your preferences. You can add the rules, how you want things structured. But here's the thing that Anthropic warns about in the playbook. It says to keep it short because if your handbook's too long, let's say 100 pages, nobody wants to read it. And that's the same thing with Claude. If you put too much in there, Claude starts to skip over things. So you want to make sure that it's short and to the point. You're going to want to only include stuff that Claude can't figure out on its own. Now, really quick, if you're finding value in this, please hit the subscribe and like button. It really helps my channel. But let's keep going with number 5, which is let the doctor ask the questions. Most people are walking into Claude Code like they're diagnosing themselves at the doctor. They try to write the perfect prompt with the perfect prescription before they even explain what's going on. Stop doing that. You don't need to be the expert. You just need to describe what you want and then let Claude figure it out. Now, you can ask Claude things like, how does this part of my project work? Or why is this page loading slowly? Just talk to it like you would talk to a normal coworker. But here's the part that changed everything for me. After I tell Claude exactly what I want to build, I add one more sentence, which is, interview me about my project and then ask me questions I haven't thought of yet. By doing that, Claude now becomes the doctor. It's going to ask you questions like, do you need a login page? What happens if someone enters the wrong password? Should this work on mobile? These are things that you probably haven't even thought about yet, but then could have turned into problems later on. When it's done asking all of these questions, Claude is going to write up a full plan based on your answers. So you didn't have to write the perfect prompt. You just had to have a conversation with Claude. And that for me was the biggest game changer. And that takes us to number 6, which is clean your desk. Your Claude session is like a desk. Every message that you send, every file that Claude has to read, everything it does, it all piles up on the desk. And when that desk is buried, Claude can't find anything. It gets slower. If it forgets things that you told it earlier, it starts to make mistakes. And you're sitting there thinking that Claude is broken. Well, guess what? It's not. Your desk is just full. So there's a couple ways that we can fix this. Fix number 1 is a slash command, and it is /clear. Every time that you finish one task and move on to something new, type /clear. You are sweeping the desk clean. You are starting fresh. You will get better results because of this. Fix number 2 is rewind. If Claude goes down the wrong path, you can press escape to stop it, and then you press escape again to open up the rewind menu. This lets you go back to any point in the conversation and undo anything that Claude did after that. And I'm talking about the code that it wrote, the conversation that you had, all of it. It's like a time machine for your project. Then fix number 3 is another slash command, which is /compact. If you're deep into a session and you don't want to start over again, you can always type /compact, and Claude is going to keep the important stuff, and then it clears out all of the clutter, which takes us to number 7, which is run multiple kitchens. Now, you don't have to work with just one Claude session at a time. In the desktop app, you can open up multiple sessions at the same time. One session could be for cleaning up your code. Another session could be writing a new page. And another one is just building a new feature. There could be 3 chefs, 3 different stations, all working at the same time. And here's another tip that comes straight from the playbook. Have one session to build something, and then open up a fresh session to review it. I think this one's really interesting because a fresh Claude session won't be biased towards the work that it just did. It's like having a second chef taste the first chef's food. You get a more honest opinion that way. And that's all 7, straight from Anthropic's official playbook. So I'm going to drop the link to the full playbook in the description if you want to check it out yourself. And if you haven't seen my Claude Code beginner video where I walk through 6 core features, well, then you can check it out right here. And if this helped, please subscribe, please leave a comment and leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.